Tears of nothingness. At that time, the concept of existence did not yet exist. The universe was a silent tomb, where darkness and coldness embraced each other in an eternal sleep. No time, no space, only nothingness reigned. But within the breast of that white death, a faint beat sounded. An egg. It floated, alone but proud, its pearly surface reflecting things that had never happened. Beneath that fragile shell, the flow of countless reincarnations stirred. And then, the first crack appeared. It was not a shattering sound, but an explosion that tore apart reality. Light, the first luxury of the universe, erupted like a flood. In the storm of stardust and primordial energy, Arceus opened his eyes. He did not step out. He manifested. His white fur shook off the amniotic fluid of the galaxy. He rose, and his first roar became a command to the universe, awake. The swirling nebulae gathered behind him, condensing into the golden circle, the rudder of destiny. With each step he took, nothingness retreated, giving way to lotuses of light blooming, weaving the brilliant Milky Way. He was alone, yet he carried a world within him. Chapter 2: The Dance of the Architects. Looking into the vast but empty void, Arceus understood that power must be shared. He reached into the invisible stream, pulled out threads of deep blue light, and molded them into Dialga. As Dialga's diamond heart beat for the first time, the river of time began to flow, and past and future were separated. He breathed into the shattered mirrors of the universe, giving birth to Palkia. With his wings tearing the wind, Palkia spread the tapestry of space, creating depth for all things. But the brighter the light, the deeper the shadow. From the black swamp beneath the Creator's feet, Giratina arose, carrying the chaos of antimatter. It envied the order its father had created. The war between father and son shook the stars. Arceus, heartbroken, used the rain of judgment to send his rebellious son into the world of chaos, an eternal prison of reflection. Suppressing his sadness, Arceus continued his mission. He created the three lakes to breathe knowledge, emotion, and will into the rocks. He compressed meteorites into planets, blew ice to cool magma, and created a verdant earth. He planted 16 stones of life there, dedicating a portion of his power to nurturing life. Chapter 3: The Heart of God and the Betrayal of Man. The age of man came. They were small and weak, but they carried within them a strong desire to live that moved Arceus. When a giant meteor threatened to wipe out the earth, Arceus did not hesitate to throw himself into the flames of destruction. The collision saved the planet, but shattered the protective stone tablets. The supreme god fell to earth, naked, weak, and gasping for breath by the stream. It was Deimos, a man with a pure heart, who saved him. Dama's kindness warmed the dying god to repay the favor, and to turn the barren land of Mycena into a fertile granary. Arceus did something crazy. He tore 5 stone tablets from his own life, crystallizing them into the gem of life. Take a piece of my soul. When the dark moon covers the sun, return it, so that I may be whole. The promised day came. An eclipse covered the world. Arceus descended to earth with an open heart, ready to receive his soul back. But what greeted him was not gratitude. A boulder, an electric trap, the greedy screams of humanity. Kill him. If you return the jewel, the land will dry up again. Kill him. Arceus was stunned. The purple lightning that struck his body was as painless as the invisible knife that pierced his heart. 1 billion years of trust shattered in an instant. His sacrifice was trampled by vile greed. Unhappy, his roar was no longer a command of life, but a death sentence. His gentle emerald eyes turned blood red with evil. He destroyed the temple, burying the traitors in the ashes. But the wound in his heart was too great for him to continue judging. Arceus flew to the sky, sealing himself in an icy cocoon of hatred, vowing that the day he awoke would be the end of the world. Chapter 4: The Red Nightmare. 1,000 years passed in the blink of an eye. The ice cocoon shattered. Arceus awoke in the modern sky, but his mind was still trapped in the pain of the past. He looked down at the skyscrapers, the flashy neon lights, and saw only the corruption of the deceitful race. The judgment has come. He descended. Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina rushed to stop him. But before the Creator, their power was like a candle before a storm. Space shattered. Time stopped. Arceus gathered a giant ball of energy high above, ready to erase humanity from history. But at the fateful moment, the curtain of time was torn apart. The truth buried for thousands of years was revealed. Arceus saw the past. Deimos had not betrayed him. He was imprisoned, gagged, and with his last breath, he still tried to apologize to his divine friend. The betrayal of the past was just a plot of the vile rulers. The image of an old, haggard Deimos, his hands clenched toward the sky with tears rolling down. That image pierced Arceus's armor of hatred. Chapter 5: The Triumph of Salvation. In the fiery sky, time seemed to stop. Arceus's blood-red eyes wavered violently. The rage faded, replaced by regret and infinite love. The emerald green of life returned to his gaze. Arceus withdrew the orb of destruction, but the world below was devastated by his anger. Buildings crumbled, the ground cracked, and cries echoed. "I was wrong, and you have suffered enough." Arceus closed his eyes. He shed all his remaining power. A warm golden light, the light of the dawn, emanated from his body. It did not burn, but healed. Wherever the golden light passed, rubble and stone were replaced. Trees grew from the cracks in the concrete, blooming brightly. The wounds on the bodies of humans and Pokémon disappeared. Arceus used his own strength to rewrite reality, erasing the destruction he had just caused. As the light faded, Arceus rose high above the gray clouds. He looked down on the world one last time, an imperfect world, full of mistakes, but also filled with hope and the possibility of repair. His body gradually became transparent, merging with the sunlight, dissolving into the wind. He did not leave us. He returned to his original self, becoming the sky, the earth, the life that flows through the veins of all things. And somewhere up above, the Creator is still smiling, watching over his most beloved child, life.